All right, let's pick it apart with the man who always has his ear to the ground, CBS NBA insider Bill Reiter. Bill, narrative is driven by outcome, and a week ago, everyone's pumping this Mavs team, yet here we are on the doorstep of a sweep. Take us inside the matchup. The Dubs probably know that they're going to get the Mavs' best swing in this spot, but champagne and tarp in the building, always a driving force. What's the best route to the bottles tonight?
Yeah, I think this is a tough one, Joe, because it's an unstoppable force in the Golden State Warriors against what's been an immovable object, and that's Luka Doncic, not just in the playoffs, but in the postseason. Luka Doncic averaged nearly 40 points per game when his team faced an elimination game, and I looked at it every which way. I reached out to a bunch of folks around the league. I wanted to find a way to believe in the gentleman's sweep, to think maybe the Mavs put their foot down and Luka gets some help. I just think you heard it from Steph Curry, so I'll take points if I'm getting them from the Golden State Warriors. I think they close the door on this series. I think they understand the danger Luka presents. They're ready for some rest. They're ready to watch the Heat and the Celtics beat the holy hell out of each other. And I think I'll point you back to 2019, another conference finals for a Warriors team that was playing a squad. That one was the Portland Trailblazers, who were dangerous and had a superstar, but really shouldn't have been there. They swept them aside. They won that game 4 on the road. I think they'll do it tonight as well.
All right, well, Steph Curry, if we want to talk props, is averaging 31 points over this 4-year, 9-game conference final sample size we've been looking at. Take us to your top prop on Tuesday night on the Golden State side. Is it the chef or one of the servers?
Yeah, give me Steph Curry on the over on 26.5. I meant to bet it the other night, didn't get the bet in, was kicking myself the entire way. Now, sometimes when you bet Warriors games, you can get a little bit hurt. You can get a little bit sideways when you bet an over like Steph's and the Warriors blow a team out and guys get rested. That's obviously not happening in the postseason. It's certainly not happening in an elimination game. I think the game will be closer than some of the other ones. I think Curry will have to be a big part of that third quarter magic we've seen from the Warriors, not just this postseason, but over the years. I love Steph with a really big night. I think it's a higher tempo of play. I think there's more urgency. I kind of like the over to a degree. So give me Steph over 26.5 fairly comfortably.
Yeah, Vegas does expect a close one. Steph will likely be a big part of it if that is the case. But we have seen some blowouts on both sides. All these teams experiencing the right side and wrong side of some of those situations. But the Dubs dominant here in these first 3 games. Even if it does end tonight in Dallas, they got to walk away from this one feeling like they took a major step in the right direction this season. Luka's been spectacular, as you alluded to. I mean, kid passed Dirk for the most 40-point playoff performances in franchise history in Game 3. Let's just get to it here, have a little exit meeting, if you will. What's this run meant to the Mavs and Doncic specifically?
Yeah, I think it's told the world, and certainly Dallas, what we already suspected, but now we know. Luka Doncic is a top 3 or 2 player on the face of the earth, and at risk of sounding like I'm being hyperbolic, it's very LeBron-esque in what he can do. He can put a team that really shouldn't be at this point on his back and carry them further than they deserve. And he needs help. They tried the Kristaps Porzingis, give him a big man. I know Porzingis can shoot thing. It didn't work. Porzingis gets moved for spare parts and contracts. And Luka Doncic makes Spencer Dinwiddie look like an all-world player. The takeaway is they've got to rebuild around Luka. It's shooters. It's better defensive players, though I know they're a top 6 defensively rated team this year. They put shooters around Luka Doncic. They give him a secondary scorer who does need the ball in his hands all the time because Luka loves that usage rate. And I think it's a really bright future in Dallas.
He's been LeBron-like, but Zildjius Ilgauskas ain't walking through that door. We'll see if they can pull one off of Golden State in this one. Let's talk Mavs props and with Luka on our screen, Bill. What are you going to take us to here? It's obviously got to be Luka if it's going to be anybody in Game 4.
So one time this year in this postseason, I bet the under on Luka Doncic. It was the last game, and I texted producer Rob, I will never do this again, and I meant it. I know the number's 34.5. But as I said, Luka averages almost 40 points per game in elimination games in his postseason. He's over this number as an average over the course of his postseason career. The guy's an absolute machine. If it takes 35 shots, and it shouldn't, Luka Doncic is going to hit this over. I know that he likes to slow things down when he's running the offense, which is most of the time, but you just showed the graphic, Joe. The offense runs through him almost half of the time. He is going to take the burden. He's going to take those shots. I'm not worried as it relates to the Warriors winning this game about Luka having a big night. I'm worried about the rest of the offense not contributing. Luka Doncic goes for 35 or 40. The rest of the crew sit and watch. Give me Luka on the over, even though it's going to be a loss.
Yeah, you know it's going to be a different type of buzz in that building. It's been a great home court advantage all season long. until this series, but Dallas fans probably going to bring their best as well. By the numbers, I mean, you've said it without saying it, but we need to put it in stone. Dallas here laying a free throw. Total's coming in at 215.5. Dubs have covered all three. Unders 2-1 in the series. How are you approaching the numbers?
So, look, Eric Casillas has sung the song, the prophet of the gentleman's sweep, and I've bet it ever since he walked me through it. But not tonight. I think Golden State gets it done. The Warriors win this thing. I'm not sure going away. I think it's a close game. I think it's up-tempo. Give me the Warriors to close the deal, to get the sweep, to get that rest, to sit back and enjoy a little downtime while Miami and Boston battle it out for the honor and the challenge of playing them in the finals.
Should be a good one. Bill Reiter going to be breaking it down throughout the night. All right, here's a look at those plays once again. These numbers are always courtesy of our friends at Caesars Sportsbook. On the props, go with the two big names. Steph Curry over his 26.5, Luka over his 34.5. Going to be a volume play there on Luka. And Steph's number sort of dangling a little bit low. He's been right around that 31 point per game mark here in the conference finals, excuse me. The Warriors plus the 1. Anytime you're getting those points, take them. That says our Bill Reiter.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.